Hey, boys, we out here. I'm back on the grind, back on another week. Week 13, y'all.
Not,
Fantasy football concluding soon for the playoffs.
it's not only boys watching this, dog.
Okay, he, she, they, them, we, everything. Nosotros.
We.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, it's already crazy. There's only 2 more weeks left of regular season fantasy football. For those, trying to compete to get in the last spots of the playoffs. Some people already clinched. But there's a lot of teams that are kind of that battling it out these last 2 weeks. So must win for a lot of people. So shout outs to y'all. Shout outs to y'all if in the Survivor leagues, by the way.
Sucks.
If you're still alive. Survivor was bad for me last week, but there's multiple strikes I'm in. So I'm still alive. So hopefully that goes in.
You're still alive.
But I mean, let's just get into it and we'll recap as we touch on these teams because we always talk about kind of the last few games here. Let me share this with y'all. We're going on NFL.com, since we're just on the theme here. But we got Thursday night prime time on Amazon Prime. The 6-5 Seattle Seahawks.
It's actually a cool game, right?
Yeah, better than our typical prime time games. Going to Dallas Cowboys 8-3, man. They're going to be in Dallas. Last week Seattle didn't look too hot. Well, who did they play last week here? Let me check. Just to remember off the top of my head. Hopefully my internet's not too slow. Oh, last week, they played the Niners, which was a blowout. But, like we mentioned on the show and some of our best bets. And, that's probably something I should have talked about. I'm so loaded over here. We were talking about the best bets. And I guess we'll just also touch on that. Niners, man, good spot for the Niners. Just the Niners been focused, and the injuries on the Seahawks, man, still going to be an issue. Walker, Geno's not 100%. It's freaking crazy. We didn't do too hot on our best bets last week, though.
Who fucked it up?
Number one, the first one on Thanksgiving was Detroit. Killed
Detroit. Yeah.
Killed pretty much everyone. Everyone I knew, pros, Joes, regular, everybody, was on Detroit. As far as like putting them in parlays, teasers, all that. Because one of my best bets was the Niners -1, Detroit -1.5. Looked like it was too easy, but nothing's free.
Man, Jordan Love actually balled out.
Yeah, I put some. Luckily, I put some of my money back on the. I think it was like +9 that I got on the Green Bay Packers. But I had a very large bet that I lost because of that teaser right there. Because of Detroit, I really thought Detroit was going to do something. And then I lost in Arizona as well. That was just a bad pick, bad read. Shouldn't have even risked on Arizona.
Against who?
It was against the Rams, and the Rams destroyed them. Stafford dealing. Pupu Nakua didn't do much, but and then Cup, hurt again, right?
He ain't been doing shit either.
Yeah, it's like he's always playing hurt, and then he's hurt, and then it's like he's trying to come in, and then it's just not good,
Give it up. Just give it up.
And then the only thing I hit right here was Baltimore -4. I got a bad number. All the sharp money was on Chargers. And, to be honest, Chargers had their chances on that game. Baltimore just kind of just had that touchdown at the end. That was kind of like the sealer that covered the spread on some bullshit. And most people would kneel, right? Or like he would fall down at the 1 yard line or something like we've seen with running backs.
Yeah, but he was a rookie, so he was.
Yeah, he was ready for another touchdown celebration dance already. He already had it in his mind. So, which was better though. The second one was better. He did the penalty kick with Ronaldo celebration.
Oh yeah, with Beckham.
Yeah, which was cool. But the one that was weak was the one before. I guess it wasn't that weak, but it was weak. It was the bridal bouquet toss.
Oh yeah, that's pretty sus.
That was ass. But yeah, man, it looks like the parlay killers was Detroit for you too, and then saying with Minnesota. Oh, that was the game that was crazy. That was bullshit and crazy. It was the Monday night game, Bears versus the Vikings. That might have been an ass game, But hey, Dobbs just so many turnovers, Fields so many turnovers. It's just who had less turnovers and who had more field goal chances. Really, that's really what it came down to. But yeah, we'll recover though. We still got a lot of the season left as far as getting into playoffs and more weeks. So we're going to be on track. We're still in survival mode. You're only down 3 units. You were actually even, and then now you're back down only. So just one of the parlays will hit, and I'll probably bring you back just like it did last time when you hit big. That's pretty much what happened. And then over here I'm 22-15 plus 5.5, kind of slow chugging, but looks like we had a losing week this week slightly. So not the greatest, some of the parlay busters, but we're going to be back. And just to dive back into Seacocks, because we went on a tangent there. Spread looks like Cowboys were early lines -6, now -8.5, -9 in most places. So, and then the total is 45.5, now 46, 47. I don't like laying big points, especially, with Cowboys being fat and happy. But I just think they're better in every way possible, really, especially with the injuries. RBs don't matter, but Kenneth Walker has been having a solid ass season.
But he was hurt last week. He's hurt again too.
Exactly. Well, he might play. He's questionable, but the chances are, even if he comes back, I think if he's not 100%, that's not going to really help him fully with the defense that the Cowboys have. You got to be 100%. So, obviously I'm not going to recommend anyone lay it. What I did was I was able to catch 8.5 and bring it down in a teaser to -2.5. So if you can find an 8.5, do that. But yeah, I just can't do Seahawks right now. I just don't like what I see. I think their record even is better than how they actually play. Metcalf is supposed to be their number one, and he really has been inconsistent. He has the talent, but it's just I can't put my money on that. CD Lamb, I'd rather pick him as far as receiving goes. So yeah, Cowboys for me, man.
Yeah, for sure. Cow Beezy's man.
Yeah.
Especially against like the mid teams, they be doing great, and Dak's been playing like a beast.
Yeah, the total, it looks like the money's going on the over right now. I don't love it because I don't know. Seattle's going to score, but how much are they going to score? You don't know what's going to come up with the Dallas defense.
No, yeah.
And then Dallas is going to put up their points. So
yeah, and Dallas defense is just like going against the Niners. So I feel like Seattle's going to have a rough time.
Yeah, if everyone's not healthy, especially if Geno's not healthy, that's the key part too. It's like if your quarterback's not even healthy, it's not going to be a fun time. So yeah, we're going there. Moving forward, we're getting into Sunday. We're just tip of the iceberg, tip of the seacock. We got the Chargers here, 4-7. The whack-ass Chargers against the whack-ass Patriots, 2-9, man. Disgusting. I'm disgusted. You know what I did over the weekend? Last minute, I changed my survivor pick from the Titans to the Patriots like a fucking idiot. And then I got a strike. It's just horrible, man. But yeah, man, it looks like Chargers favored it. -4.5, now -6. In New England, though. Total's 42, now 40.5. So what do you like on this?
Yeah, Chargers. They got to bounce back.
Chargers. Yeah, it's hard to take the Chargers, but I feel you. It's like that's big points, so -6. But at this,
it's hard to take the Chargers, but it's going against the fucking Patriots. So like,
exactly.
they didn't even have a fucking quarterback over there. Like, it's all bad, bro.
Yeah, and it's like the only thing that the Patriots have going for them is their defense. And it's like just like the Jets situation. It's like you could have a great defense, but the defense can only do so much in the NFL when you don't have offense.
You even had Mr. Mamma Mia out there. Even though that game was ugly as fuck. What was it, 10-7? So, yeah, never mind. It was just...
and the thing is, the Patriots missed the field goal to tie. They had a chance. They still had a chance.
Ramondre went off, though.
Yeah, no, there was some promise. Like, some of the plays were okay, like, as far as the other players, but the quarterback play was just basura. And, you just can't at this point. I know it's going to be Chargers traveling, but Chargers got to be focused, man. They're not really in that hunt, but they need to be motivated to get a win because the coach, I'm surprised he's not fired already.
Yeah, for real. He should have been fired himself.
Yeah, man. So I would go Chargers here. Even at -6, I would take them. If you see a -5.5, I would like them. It's not a great teaser option as far as mathematically, but fuck it. 6-point teaser just to get them to win. I would throw it in there too. Degen style, money line parlay. All
Degeneration.
Yeah, survivor pick too. If you still got them available, that's definitely a survivor option. So Chargers, I hate their defense. But
Well,
everything else, it looks like they're just way above the New England. I guess not the rushing. This is the rankings according to NFL.com. Just for some reference, not the end all be all, but just some reference on where we're at here and what team's actually good at what according to the numbers. But yeah, Chargers, Justin Sherbert, get your 2 scoops of Sherbert ready. Here we go. We got an interesting battle here, a little battle. The Detroit Lions, 8-3, trying to recover from that ugly Thanksgiving Day game, ass whooping, to New Orleans.
It's in New Orleans, huh?
It's in New Orleans, man, and it was in Atlanta last week for the Saints, and the Saints lost. They got dominated, man. Like Derek Carr was broken.
Yeah, he's back to normal.
How about that clip that you saw when Jameis Winston is just trying to motivate Derek Carr by singing ludicrous voice before?
He's actually just telling him to move, bitch, get out the way so he can go play. You feel me?
They should have let him play though.
But yeah, Saints, every game with them is a struggle. If you've been watching them all year, Derek Carr, I don't know, he's might just be washed up. But no Olave, no Shaheed, no Michael Thomas, so it's gonna be rough for the quarterback out there. Kamara probably gonna get a lot of work, but yeah, I'm going with the Lions.
It's Kamara, hey, and then sorry, I didn't hit y'all with the line here. I was occupied, but yeah, line open originally at -3 Detroit, now -4.5, -4. Totals 44.5, now 46 in most places. So yeah, I mean, square move too, but I think Detroit has to bounce back here. They're just a better team, maybe not defensively and not by a lot on the rankings, but I just trust their offense and consistently a lot more versus the whole quarterback situation with Derek Carr. I would think that he would do better than what he did last week, but yeah, with all the injuries on the receivers, you only can do so much.
Olave hasn't been ruled out, but he most likely will be unless he could pass concussion protocol. I doubt it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if I'm gonna. I haven't bet this yet as far as -4, but I lean Detroit to win the game. But I just think the number is a little sketchy to me. At 3, I could see that, but with New Orleans losing and coming back home, they can't do worse than they did last week offensively. So just remember that. But Detroit also same thing, right? You don't think they're motivated as well with all the. They could have won that game, by the way. They could have came back against the Green Bay Packers, but the coach made some bad decisions he owned up to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, we got what do we got next? Oh, yeah, we got this is game of the week to me, but not to some people, not to the Falcon fans off a fresh win. Atlanta 5-6 against New York Jets in Gotham City, 4-7. As far as the favorites, you already know Atlanta Falcons -1.5 now, -2.5, -3 even at some spots, man. Totals low as hell, 36.5 now, 34. 33.5. So, I mean, what do you like on this one? Falcons are favorites.
Man, that's rough, but Jets are in the same predicament. Falcons, they've been getting what's his name's been going off his last couple of games.
Ritter?
Bijan Robinson.
4 touchdowns in 4 games.
Ever since that issue about he was sick or whatever, ever since that game, he's been putting up numbers where they came off a bye week. Must have been the bye week, but yeah, the Bears, I don't know. They can't win this game. It's like weak competition, like you said, game of the week. But
you mean the Falcons or the Jets?
No, the Jets. The Jets. Oh yeah, my bad. The Jets. Just all weak ass teams. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, bro. How'd the quarterbacks look for the Jets coming in for Wilson?
They're still. Are they gonna ride with Boyle? They're talking about.
But did you watch Did you watch any of their game though? Like,
the Jets. Yeah. Boyle. So I wanted to give Boyle benefit of the doubt from our video last week. But then when I watched it, and I know the stats in his college stats are not good either. I think he only thrown like 1 touchdown in college so far, some crazy stat. Like you're just like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, you know what? Like, how worse can we get from Zach Wilson, right? Like that's what you're thinking, because they're like anybody could just do it. But it's like maybe it's not even the quarterback, because Boyle wasn't great at all. But it's also like the call, the plays and the whole call, like. They would not be calling those plays, I think, for Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's just like they're so conservative that it's hard for these quarterbacks to even do anything. Like, some of these screen plays are just like shut down completely because like their offense is not blocking the right way, ain't doing so. Some of it's not all the quarterback's fault, but Boyle's not the answer. In other words, he's not an upgrade from Zach Wilson. I was not correct and even hoping for that. He's pretty much at best the same as Zach Wilson, or maybe even like a tad bit worse. It was just hard to believe, but because at least Zach Wilson has been around these other teammates and had more reps as far as like even starting reps before Aaron Rodgers got there. And even as he get there, he was already around. So, and he was mentored by Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like the short period that Aaron Rodgers joined the team, it's like, dude. But yeah, no, I'm good off the Jets. I know their defense is elite. It's crazy to see. It's won them games, and that's the only way they could win. And I can't bet on that. So at a field goal or better, I lean the Atlanta side minus a field goal or better. I'm going to ride the momentum, but I haven't bet it yet because I'm kind of disgusted because Ritter, it's hard to trust. But they got some weapons, man. Atlanta, their defense is not bad either. So Atlanta for me, but it's gross. But look at these rankings. You guys see on the screen here. Just for reference, offense, 32. 32nd in offense. That's damn near, that's dead last. And
that's
then you got
last.
Passing is second to last, only probably behind, like, I would only guess right now off the top of my head, either the Browns or the Giants, right? Like, probably one of those two teams, passing-wise. Probably the Giants, I would assume. But, yeah, like, and your defense, and look at the defensive rating. They actually got them at 12th, which is actually behind the Falcons. So, yeah, some of those things, I mean, this ain't, everything. I wouldn't base a bet off this, but this is some factors that definitely contribute that people wouldn't think of. Because when you think of the Falcons and the Jets, you automatically, off the top of your head, are going to say, most people are going to say Jets defense, right? Like way superior, whatever it is. That's their highlight of the team. But the team might not even be that good, man. The team might be at best reaching for 500 at best, So, yeah, I'm going Atlanta. Now, more we talk about it too, I think some of these things are going to get me over the hump and fire at that 2.5, man. We'll catch that now. But shout out to Atlanta. I hate to see it.
Oh, man, Atlanta, they did it live for their game the past weekend, bro. They did it. They were doing ode to like the 50 years of hip hop, so they had like Ludacris perform, Young Jeezy, TLC, Franchise Boys, Crime Up, Quavo. They even had people who weren't from Atlanta performing, like Yo Gotti and all them. Like, yeah,
like just the South in general.
Yeah, that shit look fucking cracking.
Hey, that's crazy. No, and yeah, you saw Ludacris come down from is on the top of the dome and shit.
Yeah, that shit look tight as that. It looked funny, but it was like epic though.
Hell yeah, for a football game, especially especially you're from there. If you're from there locally, you already know that shit's gonna be fucking crazy. Imagine E40's fat ass just coming down from the top rafters.
That'd be too lit, but it'd be too dangerous.
Too dangerous if he fell. R.I.P. Next up, man, we got the Arizona Cardinals, the Kyler Cardinals, going to Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Steelers 7-4. Can you fucking believe it, man? Can you believe it? Imagine if they had a real quarterback. Like, that's crazy.
Hey, man. Crazy. It was crazy is that they fired their offensive coordinator, and in the first game without him, which was last week, they put up over 400 yards of offense. So,
some of these, I mean, I'm just going off of, I don't use these ratings or whatever we have, but I think it's a good visual and a good idea of where they kind of rank as far as even NFL putting them based on stats. And look at this. It's kind of surprising, man. Steelers defense is really good, but they're only ranked, they put it at 24th on the NFL ranking stats, which is kind of crazy, right? Because you would think that's kind of the highlight of their team too. And they're 24th, which is bottom half of the NFL. Interesting. And then offense, we already know, it's Pooter. It's Pooter. And then the spread, as far as spread goes, looks like Pittsburgh was -3, now -5.5 favorites. So big favorites. Money loves Pittsburgh. I mean, I picked them to win for sure because, Cardinals aren't really trying to make noise. Like 2-10. Kyler's cool to come back, and I hope he scores because I have him in fantasy. But they're not going to win shit. They're just whatever. So I'm not risking it on them unless I get like +7 or better. I might look at it, but -5.5 is a lot too, though.
Pittsburgh's a better team. Like they're 7-4. It's kind of shocking, but like they're kind of like they were Big Ben's last year, where they had a good record, but everybody was like, "Oh, that record's phony." Like, you know what I'm saying? That'd probably be the easiest team. It's the same shit again. And Yeah, against the Cardinals, they should do all right. And like I said, the last game they put up over 400 yards of offense, so it's a silver lining.
Yeah, man. So uh we'll see. Yeah, I like Steelers to win, but like laying like more than a field goal with the Steelers also is gross because their offense not high octane. So like they'd be winning close games, 3 points,
Yeah.
6 points. So they're a lot of field goal type of team. Shout out to Boswell. Um, but yeah, no hot take there. Let's go going back. What else we got? Okay, I actually like this game. This might be weak to some people, but I'm into Minshew mania. I've been cheering for Minshew mania even when he performs mid. But sometimes he surprises people. So we got
Yeah.
Indianapolis Colts 6-5 against Tennessee Titans with a fresh win, 4-7. Uh, Tennessee Titans, man, kind of ass still. They
Oh
beat the
yeah,
Panthers.
they beat the Panthers, but the Panthers are terrible. They just fired their head coach. Also,
The whole staff.
yeah, Derrick Henry. He had a good game, but he's so inconsistent this year. And then Colts, at least they always try to make it a fight. So they still got good pieces over there. What's his name? Dislocated thumb or what is it for Jonathan Taylor? He's gonna be
Oh yeah,
out
Jonathan Taylor's out
two
for
to
like
three
2 3
weeks.
weeks. Crazy man for a thumb that's fucked up. Hey, Zach Moss, baby,
He's
we're
back.
bringing it back.
That's crazy.
Fired it up. But the spread, man, it looks like Tennessee at one point was a slight favorite -1. Now Indianapolis is -1 in most places. So still about a pick'ems, but you know me, man. Throughout this whole season, I've been loving me some Colts, especially at these small odds,
Yeah.
small spreads. So this might be one of my best bets. I have to just for the culture, Colts, pick'ems -1, money line, whatever you want. I think they get it here. I think they pull it out even without Taylor. I think they could do it. Zach Moss is very serviceable as we've seen. So it's just more about if they could get through Titans defense because Titans the best part of the whole game is their defense, to be honest.
Thanks.
So we'll see how that goes. But I really like that. As far as the under over, looks like the total is 41 now 43. I mean, it's hard to look over because I don't know how much Tennessee's going to score, but Colts games actually go high scoring usually. So
Yeah, they're pretty. They be like down to the wire too, and like you said, Minshew mania. He's the one. He be letting it go. Like Pittman had like 10 catches last week.
Pittman always gets the targets, man. I fuck with Pittman. He doesn't, he misses some of the catches sometimes, but at least he gets the targets. That's
Yeah.
that's more you can say than a lot of other certain players. Um, yeah, man. Shout outs to Mike Evans too. Yeah. I had to sneak that one in.
Fuck yeah, you beat me, fucker.
Mike Evans had to make that move. If I kept
But
Hopkins and I kept Devontae Adams.
I'm lucky though on that one. I'm still like in third place, but at least for you, you got pushed
I
into
needed
like
that.
fifth place, right?
Yeah, exactly. And if I win this one against Weeze next week, then I'll secure myself a spot in the playoffs at least. So that's all
Yeah.
you need, a chance.
I'm
A
playing against
chance.
I'm playing against Spencer.
Yeah,
So
number 1 and 2 is already locked
I
in
got
their
it.
spots.
Oh man,
So
those motherfuckers, bro.
yeah, so that was Demo and Gagos, number 1, number 2.
Fuck them.
Yeah. So that was Demo. So Demo's team. This is I let him have his moment because he usually doesn't get his moments because he usually sucks major ass.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever
So
won one.
yeah, I hope he watches this so he knows I'm saying he's
He's
majorly ass usually.
weak.
All right, moving forward here. This is a decent game just because the Dolphins are here. We got the Miami Dolphins 8-3 going to DC to get the Commanders 4-8. Man, I mean we know about the Dolphins at this point already as far as offensively. Defense is finally clicking too, which is kind of in my opinion, was their weak spot. But they're really stepping it up lately. They're big favorites. Went from -6.5 originally all the way to -9.5. Damn near 10-point favorites. But
Damn.
it's hard to go against them, bro. But Washington could always try to score, but they don't really got the defense to stop it. They're for sure not stopping Miami.
Yeah, Washington, they just do good against the Eagles. I don't know, but hopefully Hal can get back on track. But like you said, the defense has been clicking for Miami. Ramsey out there making picks and shit. Chubb, what's his name? Some Bradley Chubb, right? He's been doing well.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, going with the Dolphins, man.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I'm not going to lay it, but I would.
I put them in a greaser.
Yeah, on a greaser if you want to be greasy about it. And then on the total, 40. It was originally 49, now 50. I mean, can you not? You have to look for the over, right? I know it's a high number, but first in pass rating, fifth in pass rating for Washington. I mean, they're still going to be able to if they're behind, they're going to be able to sling it and try to score. And they got some weapons on their team too. So offensively, at least. So yeah, I would look at the over. I like the over more than the spread as far as each side goes. So, but yeah, Miami one way ticket, survivor pick, you name it, you name it.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
So we got. Are we going back? Load up, bitch. Okay. We got okay. This actually became a good game too because the Broncos started the season off straight ass, and now they've been on the longest winning streak, like 5 games, right? So they're 6-5 now. They were like 1-5, which is crazy. Just like a little over a month ago.
And look terrible too.
Yeah, defense was like one of the worst in the league. Now their defense stepping up, and then they're going in against Houston, the hot young team, 6-5. Who just came off a little loss last week, man, to Trevor Lawrence and the Jags, which was a great game, had a chance, missed field goal to bring it to overtime again. But Stroud's always in the game no matter what happens, bro. He always has a chance.
Man, he for sure brought them back. That was a good ass game. And then at the end, they just fell apart. Like, inexperienced coaching was doing some dumb shit at the end. Like, going for that field goal at 59 is like, bruh, come on now.
Yeah. Some people could do it, but who you think you are, Janikowski? Like,
no, yeah, they even said the guy hadn't made a 50-yarder this whole year yet. So it was like, what the fuck? But yeah, but like you said, very interesting game. Broncos on a tear. This is in Texas, right?
Yeah, this is in Houston. Houston's favorited, man. It went from -3 to -3.5, so that's kind of where it's sitting at 3.5. They don't want to bring it to 3 because I think people would take -3. I would at a heartbeat. So I don't know. I think it's gonna sit around here, -3 to 4 in that range. I don't think it's gonna go too crazy because you go too high, people are gonna take the Broncos because they're hot. You're gonna give free points again on a Broncos team. That's also enticing. But for me, I'm gonna ride the young hot stallion. Pause. I know the streak is huge. I think this streak ends here. And
Like
I'm going to ride the CJs. Yeah, I think the Broncos are going to lose.
Yeah, I'll go with the Texans too. Cause
yeah, I'm going to ride the Texans. They could have covered last week. They could have been in the game and won, but they didn't.
But
I think they do it here.
But if the Broncos do win this game, just know that them motherfuckers for real.
Yeah, if they could be okay, if the Broncos win and if they dominate this game, then I'll be like, okay, this real unlimited time. Mr. Unlimited is back.
He's back.
I'm about to go hard on just the Broncos and unlimited Russell Wilson. I'm just going to stop listening to Future until the NFL season ends. How about that? Like, if the Broncos dominate on the Texans or even win, I'm going to just try to stop listening to Future for the rest of the season. For the rest of the year then.
A month.
Yeah, because I mean, Future's top 3 for me, So,
oh yeah, they just dropped like the 2023, which you've been slapping too on Apple. So I got to see what I've been on.
Oh yeah. Oh, that they do that every year, so people get excited to share their shit, right?
Yeah.
And we see who the real K-pop fans are out there.
Hey, there's a lot now, bro.
Hella, it's big. It's hella big.
It's
like since when all these white people start listening to Korean music?
Bro, it'd be some random slapping that shit.
Yeah, this shit is crazy. But moving forward, we're going on Gen G tangent. This is we're gonna save the creme de la creme. We still got this is the battle slightly weak. We got the weakest team in the NFL here, the 1-10 Panthers.
Oh my god.
Every week people think you're gonna turn it back. All these quote unquote sharps, pros, they're like, nah, this is the week we're gonna take the Panthers. Last week they took the Panthers, got smacked. Week before just getting smacked is like, damn, it's just maybe this team doesn't turn it over, but they did fire the coach. Tampa Bay is actually a big favorite here, -5.5. And I would have been all over the Bucks here, except I pumped the brakes because of that firing. I don't like, usually it's a good thing when they, turn over a coach, turn over something big that shakes it up and motivates these players to kind of play more free and also, just go all out because they have nothing to lose at this point. But at the same time, it's like maybe they just don't got it on this team, and the Bucks are still trying to win. And I do like Baker slinging the ball, man. But defensively, the Panthers are good. So This might be a low scoring game. Let me see what it is. It went from
Who's
39.5 to 37. Damn, that's low, man. We need some Mike Evans touchdowns. We don't
is
need
Baker playing?
Baker was hurt, but I think he is going to pull it out and play, right? Because he got hurt. He got back in the game, thank God, because
Yeah.
Trask was.
Oh yeah, he did come back in
Trash.
and play. Yeah, he should be good. It's
Yeah.
it's a rivalry game too. Yeah, I'm going with the Bucks for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bucks for the win, but I mean, it's hard to lay the points right now because I'm just afraid. I'm literally just afraid of the whole coach firing situation.
Yeah, they might try to go hard. You never know. We'll see.
That's what usually it happens more often than not
Yeah.
throughout history that team hypes up. But maybe this is an exception
Yeah.
where this team's so weak and they don't care. They're just like, don't click it, don't got it. Maybe,
Who's taking over for the coaching?
I have no idea, actually. Let's see. The
Look
Panthers' new coach. Interim coach is Chris Tabor.
Chris Tabor. Who's that?
I don't know. I have no idea. Chris Tabor. we would have to read it later, but y'all check it out. But that's who's going to be in the spot, and he also was involved in letting go of the other coaches, Josh McCown and Deuce Daly.
Oh, Josh McCown.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, for the Raiders, it helped a lot, but that's because they really hated the coach. I don't even feel like that's the situation in this Panthers team. Is like the coach was the one that wanted Bryce Young instead of CJ Stroud. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the story that's out.
Oh, that's why I see dumbass.
Like he liked Bryce Young, but it was his fault. And then the other coaches, Josh McCown and Deuce, came out and said like, "Oh, well, we actually wanted CJ Stroud, but then at the end of the day, he's the head. So like, we didn't want to like ruffle feathers when it's his call at the end of the day." So yeah, man. So I mean, I don't know. It's a little weird over there. Obviously, it's hard to bet the Panthers because I'm not doing that. I'll tell you that. So that's for damn sure. So Tampa Bay, maybe a money line parlay, with something.
Yeah.
But I'm just tread softly. I just think there's just something about it that just stinks to me. That's why.
I'll go with the Bucks. Especially Bucks should be on it if they're like played the same as last week.
And they lost last week by 7 too. So, they're motivated to win this game. They need it. They definitely need it because they're technically still in the hunt. Next up, man, we got some backup quarterback situation as far as the Browns go. We got the Cleveland Browns 7-4.
PJ Walker playing again.
Rams, yeah, PJ Walker, man, that's cool. Better than Dorian Finley, right?
Nah, I guess the DTR guy is better.
I mean, they're not great though, but this team defense is the only thing holding them together.
Yeah.
And then as far as the spread goes, what do we got here? Oh, we got LA Rams started at Pick'ems now -3.5, big favorite because Stafford's playing.
They look good last week. Kyren came back balling. They were able to scrape against who they were playing without even going to everybody like Puka, Cooper Cup. You know what I'm saying? So and then Browns look like they kind of falling apart. Miles Garrett is
in a sling
might be done for the year.
Yeah, that's a big piece because their only thing is they have good defense, and if you don't have your by far best player on defense, it might be trouble here. So yeah, man, I hate going all favorites after a week of hella favorites covering and winning, but I mean it's hard to take Cleveland here. I know the spread's 3, but if you get or 3.5, if you get a 3, I would lean the Rams too. I haven't fired that one, but it's hard not to.
Yeah, I go with the Rams. Cleveland look like they might be on the decline.
Yeah, hell yeah. But I mean, it's hard. What else is there to look at? Now you got no Miles Garrett. Like Jesus Christ, dude.
And then, like I said, PJ Walker in there.
And then you got to travel now. You're going to LA from Cleveland. It's just like it's too much.
They better be like, fuck this game. We about to party.
But we're touching on the 2, I would say, game of the week, especially this one. This one's for sure game of the week, the best game everyone's looking forward to, and it's going to be an early one.
Why isn't this flex to a night game, bro?
Yeah, but hey, we're going to be there. Shout outs to anyone. I'm going to be out at Circa this weekend on this one with some of my homies. Shout outs to hopefully weekly listeners, Greg and Jason, so we're going to be out there, man. Circa, hit me up if you guys got pics and shit, I'll be out there watching it. Circa swim.
You want to be swimming?
No, I'm not about to be swimming, though. It's going to be a little chilly. I'm about to be in a hoodie.
Hey, the pool's heated, though.
It is. The pool is heated. That's why it's open.
Hey,
What you got?
Hey man, rematch from the NFC Championship. You know, the Eagles talking a lot of shit about the Niners, saying they was boo hooing about it, about Purdy getting hurt, about their quarterbacks getting hurt. So, hey man, time for revenge. What's crazy is though Niners are the favorites in Philadelphia, and the Philadelphia got the better record, so it's pretty.
Kind of telling signs. So actually, so Philly opened before the game last week. They were slightly favored, -1, -1.5. And then after the game, after they won, actually, money flew in on San Francisco, pulling it all the way to -2.5, -3, which is crazy. But I don't think it goes past the 3 because at 3.5, you're gonna get people betting on the Eagles for sure.
Yeah.
But right now, yeah, I think this is one of my best bets. I already fired on it. Money line -2.5, -3. At -3 is the limit, though. You can't bet more than -3. So I would go
Who'd you bet
money
on?
line. I bet on the Niners. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, laying the points. I think Niners got him here. I think Philly has been doing incredible things, coming back every week, and they're definitely contenders, man. And if anything, they're probably favorites to win the Super Bowl. Them and these two, this is like could be the Super Bowl thing battle right here. So
Yeah, it's gonna be the NFC Championship again.
yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I'm going Niners here. I think they get revenge. I think they show out here, and I think Philly kind of gets a little tired, man. They're banged up. They got a couple injuries. Lane Johnson on the O line still probably
Ooh,
gonna be
that's
out.
big.
So Kelsey, hey, last week Kelsey got a couple of he's playing, but a couple of penalties, couple
Yeah.
false starts in crucial times, and somehow they still pulled it out. Crazy, but it's gonna be a battle. I mean, you're gonna be sweaty. It ain't gonna be an easy win, I don't think. But
Yeah.
even if remember last time San Francisco played, what game was it? Oh yeah, it was against the Seahawks. Even though it was a blowout at the end, you noticed there was a part in the third quarter. It looked like Seahawks were battling back for a second. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes,
In that third
San
quarter.
Francisco, they go like so hard and they just like let their foot off the gas. That's been their problem for years.
Yeah, and you just can't do that with the Eagles because you already know
Oh
they've been
yeah,
doing it for weeks on weeks. So yeah,
yeah.
but
And,
I think
and last week was a tough game for McCaffrey. So luckily, these guys they had an extra break because they played last Thursday also. So that's good for the Niners. But yeah, man, I think Niners getting their revenge. We got Anthony Hargrave. He's gonna give us all the secrets. You feel me? So
oh
revenge
yeah,
time, baby.
I think the injuries are going to catch up a little more with the Eagles here. Yeah, they're going to be tired. Let's go Niners. Best bet. It's going to be on my best
Yep,
bet.
that's the lock of
Whoa,
the
whoa,
week.
whoa, whoa, whoa. We're
Nah, it's
going
gonna be a good
to
ass game though.
Sunday Night Football. The Kansas City Chiefs traveling over to the Green Bay Packers, and I just saw this. They're advertising. This is the debut
Yeah,
of
Mahomes,
Mahomes
right? And Lambeau
in
Field.
Lambeau. Yeah. So it's gonna be Love versus Mahomes, man. Love is he riding high right now after a crazy Thanksgiving Day win? Um, the spread here is Kansas City was -7, now -6.5, -6, somewhere in between there. I think it's a fair line.
Yeah, I think Kansas City should get it done. They got it done against the Raiders last week. They were down 14-0, right, in the first quarter, but ended up coming back scraping them 30 to something, right?
Yeah, I think they
Yeah,
could they
so
could win by a
Pa-
touchdown here. So I like that as well.
Pacheco had a great game. Packers, they went hard on the Lions, but Lions, I guess like they say tradition, they always lose on Thanksgiving, so
Yeah.
it should be and then Mahomes also in Lambeau. Like how bad is the weather going to be?
Well, still a little early. Let's
Oh,
see.
but he plays in Kansas City where it snows, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Mahomes good any weather. He's good he's
Yeah.
weatherproof. He's good all the time, even without those weapons. But they're slowly getting some decent play. I know it wasn't the best team to go against in the Raiders. It's kind of easy game for them. But hey, Packers. I think they already kind of overachieved now. Now I think Kansas City's going to finish this. Covering the spread is always hard with Chiefs because they don't really like to cover spreads. But it's just like let's not forget just because the Packers had a great win, upsetting wise. Let's not forget this is still the same Packers team. Without Aaron Jones. The same Packers team with Love all season. So let's not get too hyped over here because the Lions are still the Lions at the end of the day, and they're
Yeah.
already outperforming what everyone expected. So let's remember that. But I mean, I do get concerned that we're liking a lot of favorites because last week the favorites pretty much dominated, and that does bring a little concern. But hey, this is
Well,
what I see in the matchups here.
it's the matchup. Yeah, exactly. Just this is just our opinion. I mean, it's any given Sunday, anything can happen. But shit.
And I always tell people this, like, you know how like roulette or like, you know, you people look at the last few spins and it's like all black or all red.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, just because it's been all black, that means it's going to be red soon coming up. It's due. But technically, every single spin is independent. It has no connection to the other previous events. It's just the odds. But anywho, just so y'all know, people are like, oh, it's due. It's due. But yeah, Cincinnati 5-6 Monday Night Football going to Jacksonville Jaguars 8-3. Man, I like this. Jacksonville though, big favorites, 6.5 now -8.5. That's huge.
Damn,
that's huge, bro.
That sucks. It should have. We would have got that 6. That would have been the best. But hey, man, fuck the Bengals. They're ass now. So yeah, Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's tough with that. With Browning, Browning wasn't horrific. It wasn't like a Boyle situation.
It's not the same though.
Yeah, but it's not. He's no Joe Burrow. So a lot of it was like lucky bouncing catches by Jamar Chase on a couple of them, because Jamar's just hella good. But it's just like, damn, it's nothing to love. I don't know if I would lay these huge points, but I think Jacksonville, if they play how they usually play, they should throttle this team.
Especially how they've been playing too. They've been playing pretty good.
Exactly, getting a more rhythm.
Sunshine been balling out.
Yeah, they're gonna try. They're gonna want to get, and I think ETN is gonna start eating again.
Yeah, he's been kind of off, but Ridley's been balling the last 2 games. And I traded his ass like before the trade deadline.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to K Choi. One of my boys was like, "Oh, should I play Devontae Adams or Ridley?" And I was like, "Ridley." And he's like, "Nah, but Devontae Adams gets looks. He's just, but Ridley could get a goose egg." And then the thing is, the first half, Ridley did have 0 points.
Yeah, he came back in the end.
Yeah, and it was crazy. So unexpected, and he did outscore Devontae Adams.
Yeah, Devontae was like trying in the beginning, but then just the theme of the year with that team, he just disappears in the second half.
Yeah, but Aiden O'Connell gives him a better chance for sure, comparatively to Jimmy G, in my opinion.
I don't know. I think Jimmy G would just get him the ball, and he was like, I think he was getting more stats with Jimmy G.
At the beginning, the first few games, yeah, like weeks 1 through 4 or something like that, 1 through 3.
Yeah,
that was going on, but it just fell off. It just all collapsed all together.
Hey. Yeah, you think he plays again this year, Jimmy G?
I don't know. I think he should just rest, bro. Like,
because Aiden O'Connell, he had a good game against.
Exactly, you let the rookie play, bro. Like Jimmy has nothing else to prove. Like he's not going to play any better. Like he is what he is, and he's not going to. He keeps getting hurt. He's getting older. You know, like
he on that. The rookie, he on that Stetson Bennett.
Yeah, he's about to be the Stetson Bennett. No, Tom Brady.
I don't know. He did 5 years at Purdue.
Some people say Stetson Bennett is like the Tom Brady of college ball, if anything, right? But yeah, man, this is just no match. I mean, put it in your greasy parlays.
Put in the grease
teaser leg for sure. Bring in that. I have it right now. Like I can't give it as my best bet because there's a lot of 9s out there. But I was able to take the Cowboys -2.5 with Jaguars -2.5 in a teaser, 6-point teaser, and I got it at -110. So. Yeah, if y'all could get some teaser, like this is a good one. I think Sunshine's gonna do it, baby. I mean, any best bets coming up here? And before, I gotta ask you, why the fuck did they allow the Cowboys when they were whooping ass, right? There were 6 minutes, 7 minutes left in the game, something like that. And when the Cowboys scored, they jumped in that Salvation Army little bowl.
Yeah.
And then they snuck in turkey legs and snuck it inside of that thing. And Dak and a couple other guys ran over and they took it all out the foil and all took the helmets off and were biting it for the touchdown celebration. How is that not a fine? But like the peace sign gets you 10 grand. Fine. What is going on here? It was during the game.
America's team.
Yeah, like, because it was great for the cameras and great for television. Because it was dope. It was like, damn, this is a crazy celebration. They're using props. They're fucking getting real life food. They're taking their helmets off. You can't just be taking your helmets off during a celebration. Yeah, isn't that a rule?
It's favoritism, bro. Jerry Jones.
You get a flag for that.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. So I thought that was fucking like sketchy. They just changed the rules up real quick, like because it's the Cowboys on TV on Thanksgiving. It's like Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, man, what do you got for your best bets here? We got to bounce back here, and I'm feeling all right though this week.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna be cool.
I'm gonna start off with the big greaser parlay.
Yeah,
We're gonna do the Dolphinos,
Dolphins, grease it up.
Dolphins, Cowboys,
Probably Jags.
Jags. Yeah,
Grease it up. Get it.
and then we're gonna do with the top it off with the Bucks. Yeah, fuck it, do it. Just leave it at that. And then a straight up bet Niners.
On the money line or on the
We'll take the spread.
minus 2.5. There's a lot of 2.5s right now.
Yeah, it's -3 or +100 right now too.
Yeah. Do you want -2.5, -110, or -3 +100?
Yeah, let's get the
Yeah.
-3.
All right, and then
Oh yeah, and that Grease one, I forgot. Add the Chiefs. My bad.
Chiefs,
Yeah, how could I forget?
5-teamer. Dolphins, Cowboys, Jags, Bucks, Chiefs.
Bucks
It's
probably gonna
greasy.
fuck me.
It's
Yeah, and
greasy.
then we'll do another 3 banger to try to make some money. We'll do Colts,
Mhm.
Steelers, and the Lions.
Lions. All right, we got it. And then what I'm gonna go here is, hey, best bet. I already said it, and you said it. You had it. He went -3 +100, which is good. I'm going Niners -2.5, -110. And then I'm just to make it different. And then I'm going. I'm doing the theme again. You know, the Colts -1 right now, -110. I've been riding Minshew Mania all season, man. So I got to do it again here. And there's not really any teasers I can give out that's readily available. So I'm not going to do y'all like that. See, I'm going to give. I got to do the squabble, baby. I'll even take the -3.5. Let's go, Houston. Houston -3.5, -110. Yeah, do the two-handed guck squabble. But yeah, those are my best bets there. You know, hopefully we get back on our winning track, but we're going to finish the year strong here. Season's flying by. Any last words? You know, check out MMA Smokeout is back. UFC Austin. So check that motherfucker out. We got some underdogs on that biatch.
Oh yeah, some big ones. Probably
Dogs.
gonna fuck me.
For all the dogs. And light up, smoke up. Hopefully y'all had some turkey and prime rib.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
go
And
Niners.
stay cool, bruh. Cash out. Peace.
Niners.